I'm not quite sure how this fisheye looks on these type of videos, but we're about to find out. A lot of people have been asking me about how's your life in Korea, this and that and all that jazz. I decided to just give you a video about it. I had a lot of expectations coming into Korea, but reality hits me in the face rather quickly. So, number 1, staring everywhere I looked. All the forums, all the YouTube videos, everybody and their mama who was a foreigner here in Korea talked about Koreans staring at you. So I'm getting off the plane and I'm just like, oh, I'm about to be stared at because I'm a foreigner. They about to look at me like I'm from a foreign country, because I am. And I get to my city. I've been here for a while. I'm still waiting to get stared at. And it's just something that I really expected to happen because everybody talked about it, but nobody stares at me. Yes, I get the glances, like I'm walking down the street and then there's the Koreans coming and they're like, keep on walking. There's no like foreigner, 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 foreigner. It's nothing like that, how people describe it, or how people say you'll be on a train and somebody just staring at you. I have yet to experience that, so I'm not quite sure. Number 2, the city. I expected, I don't know why. Well, I guess I do know why, just from my experience going to Japan a long time ago. I guess I expected Korea to be more like colorful, I guess, like not so dull looking. I don't know. Right now we're in the rainy season, so Korea looks very dull. It looks very, I don't want to say like depressing, but I thought in my mind it would be more unindustrial looking. I have no idea. I don't know the right adjective to describe like the city look, but the city itself looks, it's a mixture. It's a weird mixture between rural and old Korea and modern and new Korea. So depending on where you are in Korea, if you're in the rural area, if you're like really in the rural area, I'm pretty sure where you stay it's going to be really colorful and really, you know, green, very beautiful with all the nature. But if you're in a city, kind of like me, I'm not in Seoul, so no. But I am in like another big city. So if you're in a city, you may get confused, like, am I in the rural area or if I am in the like busy modern city. For example, take Itaewon. I don't know why foreigners like going to Itaewon, because I don't like going to Itaewon. Itaewon looks so run down. I'm sorry, but it does. It looks really run down. But there are like some splashes of modern buildings. So it's kind of, it's like it has this run downness to it, but then it has this modern side to it. Kind of like other places that I've been to, like Gangnam and Hyundai. They also have that look where it's like old and new mixed together. But I thought for me the city itself wasn't going to look so gray. Haha, that's the adjective I'm looking for. Looks so gray. I thought it was going to be more color everywhere, more lively. I don't know. It's very monotone and I didn't really expect that. Next one, making friends. Y'all, it's so hard to actually keep Korean friends. It's not hard to make Korean friends. I go to plenty of language exchanges and I'm like, oh, hi, and I see the same person kind of over and over when you keep going a lot, but it's hard to like keep them. I've been ghosted a lot here too, and if you don't know what that term is, basically it's when you can talk to somebody for a while and then next thing you know they stop talking to you, and it's almost as if they were a ghost, like they were like non-existent. It's like, dang, were they make-believe or were they real? It makes my experience here in Korea very like in between of being frustrated and being like lonely. Because I'm not lonely because my friends and family are back home in America. It's more like a lonely, like, dang, I ain't got nobody to hang out with. Or when I think I have people to hang out with, they ghost me. So yeah, I'm gonna add in like talking about like Korean people. I've heard or read like, oh, Korean people, like they'll cut you in line. Usually it's like the ajumas or like the ajishis. They'll like cut you in line. They don't do small talk. That's just not true. There has been plenty of times where on my way to work or leaving work on the elevator going home, somebody would come in the elevator and be like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, oh, good, how are you? And they're like, oh, where are you from? And it's small talk, and I guess it's opportunity, like they see a foreigner so they want to practice their English. But I heard like Koreans don't small talk. So every time a Korean small talks to me, I'm very like, well, in the beginning, I was very shocked. Like, wait a minute, y'all small talk? I heard y'all didn't small talk. Somebody lied to me. Next one on my list is makeup. Oh my God. Like, I'm so disappointed because I really expected to find my shade of makeup here in Korea. Why? Because in America, they don't have my shade. And I know you probably like, what do you mean they got your shade? Girl, you lying. My skin tone is yellow tone with red and pink undertones. Makeup lines only have one shade of yellow tone, and it has a whole bunch of pink. It doesn't have a yellow tone with red and pink. Either the yellow tone is too pink, so it's too pale for me, or the yellow tone is too red, so it's too brown for my skin. And I'm like, oh well, Koreans have yellow tone skin. I got yellow tone skin. Get to Korea, I go to the makeup stores, spending my monies, and the makeup is too pale. I don't know, it's so crazy because for some reason, Korean makeup, when you apply it, like multiple layers, it becomes lighter. And yes, I know what you're saying. Oh, well, you are in Korea and they do the whole like skin whitening thing, or they want to look paler, Asia, you know, Asia type thing. Okay, yeah, but their makeup is very, very deceiving. It's such a struggle. It's such a struggle. Like, why, Korea, why? Food. I've heard people say that food here is really healthy / really spicy. Both of those are wrong. Food here in Korea, I don't think it's as healthy as people think it is. Food here is very salty and very oily. That's not so healthy for you. Koreans who eat like a lot of like vegetables and they drink tons of water. That is a thing you would notice, that Koreans do consume a lot of water, and they walk everywhere, so that may keep their, you know, that other part of health thing up. But food itself is salty, and to me, it's not spicy. Maybe my spice tolerance is real high, but I've tried Korean spicy food, and to me it's just not spicy. I was under the impression that Korean food was gonna be so spicy that I couldn't handle it, and it's just like, no, it ain't even spicy. Some people say kimchi is spicy, and I'm just like, kimchi is spicy to you? Kimchi, not spicy. I don't even know. People crazy. I didn't know kimchi ain't spicy, okay? So, another thing about food is US food or snacks being in Korea. I don't have a list of things that people say, but a lot of stuff that people say, oh, that's not in Korea, that's not in Korea, that's not in Korea. It is in Korea. For instance, like M&Ms. Some people saying like M&Ms aren't here in Korea. I've heard that beef jerky, the one brand in America, like the American brand of beef jerky, wasn't here in Korea. I've heard that Reese's cups weren't here in Korea. Some other stuff I heard, and I've seen them all. Like I go to the store, I'm like, oh, somebody lied to me again talking about this stuff on here in Korea. I mean, I don't really eat that stuff, but it is. I think it just depends on where you stay. And with American snacks in Korea, they're really mini sized. I don't know why, but a lot of stuff is mini sized. It's really mini sized here, and like they have like mini sizes of M&Ms. They have the big bags of M&Ms, but they have like the mini size of M&Ms. They have the mini sizes of Twix. I've never seen these sizes before. And I'm like, this is an American brand, but I have never seen this size of Twix or Snickers or Skittles. They have a mini bag of sour Skittles. I ain't never seen no mini bag of sour Skittles. Hot Cheetos though, that still ain't in Korea. So if you like some hot Cheetos, it's not here. Probably because red dye number something is, I don't know, it's an illegal ingredient and they can't import. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Shopping. Shopping is also on my list. People say shopping is cheap. No. I feel like if you come from like New York or LA, then yeah, coming to Korea, shopping will be like a little cheaper. Or if you're from Australia, then shopping here in Korea will be cheaper for you. But to me, it's not cheaper. Like, no. So next one I have to say is saving money. I really expected to save money when I got here, but it hasn't happened yet. Like, it has, like I saved like a small amount of money, but I really wanted to save way more. But I guess the reality is when you add up everything that's not cheap, like sometimes the groceries aren't cheap, sometimes clothes aren't cheap, transportation, if you're doing it every day and the weekends, that's not cheap either. If you're trying to have a social life, that's not cheap. So therefore, trying to save money, the reality is you probably won't save as much as you think. Next one is the language, Korean language. This is weird, very weird, okay? But what attracted me to Korea was the language itself. Like, I liked the way the language sound, and something about it just like drew me to Korea, and I was like, oh, I like it. But then when I got here, the reality of the Korean language is that it's very, very, very whiny. Like, if I can imitate one of my kids, or all of my kids that do this, they can be saying something, like something making me happy, and they'd be like, 아니야, 저는 있어요. And I'm just like, can you just 아니야, 저는 da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just, why do you have to drag out every single word that you speak? And I'm not sure if it's because of the cutesiness that they're so kids, but the adults do it too, and I'm just like, yo. One teacher is like, with every word, and then the next teacher is like, oh, and I'm just like, oh my god, why can't you just it's like one syllable. You're making it into one long syllable. So this, the reality is, the language is very whiny, and I didn't know that. So to wrap this video up, I had an expectation of myself. I expected for myself to pretty much be more extroverted in regards to like going out more and exploring more. Because welcome to a new country and you do nothing. You just, sit around at home. You gotta like go out and explore, you know what I mean? I expected myself to go out and explore. I also expected myself to pick up the language, like to really study it, to want to learn it, to do all that stuff, to want to do that. Another one is I expected myself to have culture shock, to really like miss home and miss the things about home. But the reality is that I am more exhausted these days. Hence the lack of videos of me not vlogging, because I'm just so exhausted, and I'm not really sure if it comes with my age. I mean, I'm not that old, but I mean, I'm kind of close to 30, but I'm kind of not. But maybe it's just due to my body telling me like, you're getting older and you can't be so social or maybe go out as much as you would want to. I don't know, but I'm not really motivated as I was to learn Korean. Maybe I need to just get back motivated. Another one is culture shock. I'm not culture shock. Like, I got here and it was just like, okay, well, this is the way things are, and cool. I don't quite miss home. Like, I know it sounds weird. I miss the people who are at home. Like, I miss my friends and family. Like, I miss, like, you guys who are back in Georgia, like, that I love so dearly, friends and family and all you guys. I miss you, the people. But I don't miss, like, the city, or I don't miss America. I don't even miss American food. Like, well, I do miss Chipotle. That's about it. But everything else, I don't know. Like, I thought I really was gonna miss, like, all these things about home, and I thought I was gonna be really, really, like, homesick, but I'm not. So much wraps it all up about the reality for me living here in Korea, and it's a little bit of personal update about my life here in Korea. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below. Comment section below. That's how you say that, right? I have no idea. Like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Ciao. Annyeong, not ciao, Lex. God damn it, can't do nothing right.